If Nicolas Jackson way, attack player way, that is your top, that's your main marksman. Charlie, they don't even deserve to qualify for Conference League.
Going for a double chance for PSG. I see a 2-1, 3-2, 4-3 goals in this game.
I'm seeing Bayern to beat Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu.
Wow.
And you're welcome to Sports Arena right here on MYBET.AFRICA, right on YouTube. My name is Kwame. I'm here with I'm here with Francis and Vincent of FMV Import and Export Enterprise. And I'm also here with System Boy number 1, also in the building. Welcome to the show. We are going to delve into some very serious issues. Champions League games are coming up. The Battle of the Zukus. Let me put it that way. Battle of the Zukus, 4th to 7th place. Who's going to be there? Chelsea also are on some very fine run. Arsenal fans are pained because they might not win the Champions League in the next 20 years. But welcome, guys. I want to have all these discussions here in the studio. Vincent, you okay?
Oh yeah, I did cool.
How the company to go? FMV. City, you know? How the company to go?
It's one of the biggest sports consortium that will be hitting this country.
Yeah, man. So,
right now we get agents where they come down small time.
Okay,
one from Denmark and one from Serbia.
Okay.
Right now we go international.
Now I know they do neighbors. They do. Let's start the conversation. First off, yesterday, last week, our bets, if we AC Milan will spoiler. Let's just admit that and just move on.
AC Milan don't do good at all. It didn't be the last team on my bet. Where it goes for my bet.
No, yeah,
but those where they do early cash out there, they go get them.
Right now, Milan be no go area for me. Right?
Yeah, Milan be no goes.
We know much on Quantaya.
See, Milan, make I tell you, Milan, he don't go win league. He qualify for Champions League, so he just go do business. You know, so make nobody wasting time for Milan. It take good because you still the ball you play no fun. They score you tear. They score you tear. You score. You did 90 plus 3. They go make the tear. They go. They take
pains. But I I'm talking something right now. I get that. I go just translate for English. Give me.
No,
we know to Quantaya pie. What kind of bro from?
You can
tell us in the comment section. Now, let's start with this. Now, on the EPL or the league table, we see some scuffle going on there. I mean, Spurs a little shaky. Chelsea also doing very well in the last 2 games. Why are you laughing? If I talk about Chelsea, they laugh. Chelsea also doing very well in the last 2 games, scoring 7 goals. 7 goals in 2 games. Very good performances by my boys. And of course, Newcastle also lingering in there. United also lingering in there. I want to talk about who's going to make it to the European place. Let me start with you. Let me start with you.
If the 3 of you here, if the 3 of you get any vim say this attack by Chelsea, go get any way to play with the Conference League and Basu. It don't go happen.
Why you say that? Explain the well-labeled diagram.
Chelsea, they in level now. That be the level of Chelsea.
Which is?
You see this life, you go fit get plenty money for pocket. Your level no reach make you go chop certain level for life. But the money, because it be fake money in your pocket, you go fit take package yourself, then take go reach that level. But class should put you there. But as you don't get that class, you go fall, bim, the moment the money finish. It be Chelsea be that classical example. This Russian billionaire, Roman Abramovich, for nowhere can't spoil European market. The first man go buy Hernan Crespo, Balak, buy Makelele, Didier Drogba, assist the Hono. Oh, Charlie Carvalho, Peter Cech, come take monopolize this league. We didn't tell you, Jose, relax. You will be back to factory reset. The man pulling money, just 2 seasons. You go bring another fake money for the system inside again, like the talk system boys.
You know, now you be the number 1 system boy for
system boys. You go bring Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley can throw $1 billion away. It be that Nodi Madueke. Today go play good, tomorrow they go play. Me, I tell you, the whole season, the Arsenal get a correct player back.
Who's that? Trossard?
Kai Havertz. Zamina, waka, Zamina, Sangalewa. Kai Havertz Kosege. Ochimo bomu mienu wa Emirates. So a bomu. If Nicolas Jackson way, attack play away. That is your top. That's your main marksman. Charlie, you don't even deserve to qualify for Conference League. Your level be say make you day outside the European places. And I'll be so surprised if Chelsea makes it up into any of the European places in this particular season. Chelsea has been a pale shadow of themselves. They've been a disaster the entire season. And I don't think, even next season, with what I'm seeing, even if you bring Lionel Messi back into his prime, you bring even Neymar into his prime and add them to this team with Cristiano Ronaldo from Al-Nassr, Chelsea can even finish in the top 4.
Hey.
Because the mediocrity people, they hail. No? You go score West Ham. West Ham, in last 8 matches, how many you win? 1.
West Ham is still West Ham, bro.
You score 3, you call on 3-point lane. Tottenham. Wait. Jackson go play hat-trick against 9 against 11. You can't sit for years. He make them take penalty goals. He get goals past Saka. What do you mean?
Saka.
Jackson, 11 with Saka.
Non-penalty goals.
Jackson will feel lay Saka in boot safe. Me, I tell you.
Saka.
Wait. If you go, when they put 100 Chelsea down in a row, go talk about Jackson, they go feel lynch you to death. Me, I tell you this.
13 goals a
They go
season.
feel lynch you.
13
Those
goals.
be flick goals.
13 goals.
How many penalties?
0 penalties.
Hey, my guy.
0 penalties this
my guy.
season.
He's not playing penalties.
My
this
guy,
season.
make I tell you, where you go to fight, he go to fight Palmer. Say he won't play penalty.
But he didn't play that
0
penalty.
penalties.
Zero penalties.
Penalties.
Palmer be the real deal for Chelsea. That be the only sparkling team for Chelsea this season.
Saka. No,
But make I tell you one thing.
Football Buffett.
There is no place where you go sit down and make this blind argument. Nicolas Jackson way. If you come Ghana Premier League, Kotoko supporters and go sack him from Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Because what's up?
Last week, you sat here and you said strikers are being checked by their goals. He has 13 goals, 13 on penalty goals. Saka this season has 16 goals with almost 7
How
penalties.
many goals in every competition for Bukayo Saka?
We are not talking about every competition. We are
Bukayo
talking
Saka
about
has
the
hit 20 plus goals.
EPL this season.
In every competition.
Then Kopama is on 20 plus goals in just the EPL when it comes to against Saka.
How many penalties? Back to your word. Let me contradict
8
yourself.
penalties. How many
So
penalties?
8 out of 20. What?
Out of 21,
Okay, so you get how many goals?
13.
Okay.
Bukayo Saka,
Mhm.
8 penalties
Mhm.
out of 16.
Mhm.
How many left?
He get 8.
Compared to 16.
Who plays central and who plays on the wings?
They all play the same position now.
Never. Kopama does not play on the wings. He's a central midfielder.
Kopama has been
Right
playing
now,
on the
basically,
wings
he's been
the
played
whole
closer to the
season.
box.
No.
No,
no.
let's take bias.
It started
Let's take the
recently.
bias.
Is that recently?
No.
Is that recently?
Let's take the bias lenses away. Kopama basically hit top gear in his last 5 matches. Am I lying?
That's not
Chelsea's last 5 games.
Yeah.
That's not true. Oh no.
How many
that's
goals
not
has
true.
he scored?
true. That's not true.
That's not true.
You see?
In his
That is
last
not
5
true.
matches, in his last 5 matches,
Your last 5 matches. Your last 5
in his
matches.
last 5 matches, he has been, I would say in his last 5 matches, he has been mid. Because in his last 5 matches, he has like almost 3 goals.
What are you talking about?
He
The matches
no,
that they
no,
were
he
fighting
didn't-
over penalty. How many goals did he score in that game?
In last 5 matches, he get only 1 goal.
What are you talking about?
Of course. When the
Which
last
match-
5 matches, Palmer get 1 goal.
The match they were fighting over penalty. How many goals did he score in that game?
Hat-trick.
Against Everton.
No,
Okay.
I think that was against Everton hat-trick.
And that match wasn't in his last 5 matches. I'm asking you.
And I'm saying 3 goals.
that match, 3 goals. Didn't he score this weekend?
No, if you are branding
No.
Bukayo Saka as the best winger,
Let's
then
take the bias
I'm
specs
trying
away.
to tell you that now football has
And you can
lost.
just tell me that
No,
he scored only 1 goal in his
football
last 5
now
matches.
has
Why-
lost its
My-
prime.
my-
After
Because-
Everton, we played Manchester City.
He didn't
We
score.
played Arsenal.
Uh-huh.
We played Aston Villa.
Uh-huh.
We played Tottenham.
Uh-huh.
Then we played West Ham.
Uh-huh.
In the last 5 games, he has scored only 1 goal.
So Everton
Everton
was
was somewhere. Yeah.
So Everton was the 6th game.
Yes.
So basically, your argument here is that he has not been scoring against
No, I'm trying to tell you, you are saying he's an attacking midfielder.
by
When he moved into that position, he has scored
This
just 1
season,
goal.
Palmer has played from the flanks more than playing as a number 10. Because mostly when Enzo is playing,
Yeah.
Gallagher is playing as a number 10.
Number 10, yes.
keep fidgeting.
Bro, we are having a conversation. What's all this?
Keep fidgeting.
We are giving you facts. You
Your
ask for facts. We are giving you facts.
Chelsea team
You
is
are
of
looking
no
at
standard.
looking at Bukayo Saka.
You see, this is they vex me. You see, then I really don't want to make these people win the league.
Your man, you don't get facts.
But we know for a fact that Arsenal are kings when it comes to bottom the league.
Of
They'll
course.
battle it this season.
But
Bukayo
even if
Saka.
we right now, if we say we don't go play the league against them, yeah,
You win the league.
You say last 2 matches. If we take that one dash, you make the add them to your remaining 3 or 4, make you play them, they accumulate point, then come even Europe and you don't go fit. That be the truth. Moi, son.
No,
We
check
dey-
the
Did you watch
league
our-
table.
have you watched our last two
Some
games?
is
Have you
for
watched our
you.
last two
Chelsea
games?
team no a son.
Have you watched our last two
If
games?
Chelsea, we
Sir,
don't go
Nicola
Europe.
Jackson win
Listen,
striker there.
if Chelsea,
Me
we don't go
catch
Europe for the next 100
Ah.
years, Arsenal no go fit win the trophies we win
My
for
guy,
Europe.
keep wobbling
That-
in your
See,
pace.
if
Arsenal.
Nicolas Jackson
Oh.
was in the Arsenal team,
You're averaging like 25 goals.
Jackson will be the
per season.
highest
No,
paid player
Jackson
in
can
Arsenal.
every step on the Arsenal training ground. Talk about wearing our training kit.
Oh my god.
Talk less about playing for Arsenal. Wait,
he wouldn't play for Arsenal because
Jesus
he's
self with
he's
the Saka
better than
man, wait.
Arsenal.
Jesus.
Why is using he better pass Jackson?
Jackson
many
be
goals?
Jesus.
Jackson, he better pass
Jackson be Jesus in size.
Oh,
You don't feel less Jesus in left foot self.
Has Jesus scored 13 goals in a season before?
Jesus has won countless. Premier
No,
Leagues.
has he scored
Countless
13 goals
FA
in a
Cups, countless
season?
Carabao Cups.
Playing under the shadow of what's it? Sergio Aguero.
why
and,
the Caps
and the rest.
he win for Arsenal?
Jesus is a
No. The Caps
even for Man
he
City.
win
Now-
for Arsenal.
Jesus is an Olympic gold medalist.
I say now Arsenal they borrow
Medals.
Man City them are medals.
My guy.
As
is Jesus an
Jackson,
Arsenal player
as
or
Jackson,
not?
they win he top scorer for Gala matches for Senegal. Now Jesus no way.
Yeah, he dey do what? He dey win one. He come off call. How many man? You don't start one man say bench it tap. Attack back. Even Aliou Cisse say sharp. Wait. Player that cannot start for Senegal is starting for Chelsea. Didier Drogba's Chelsea. Hernan Crespo's Chelsea.
Also, you go fit
Diego
talk because you
Costa's
like
Chelsea.
your man, you not get any facts.
No, in fact, the
All right.
person sharp.
So one of the things our itineraries on our list today is the comparison between, this is very, very important to me, the comparison between Kai Havertz, a former Chelsea player, Champions League
Nicolas
winner
Jackson.
with Chelsea,
Oh
the
yes.
Champions League winner with Chelsea.
Oh yes.
Yes. And then Nicolas Jackson, who is currently with 13 goals.
You
If
can
you're-
see. Let me tell you something. You can never ever compare Kai Havertz to
I want
Nicolas
to-
Jackson.
But we are comparing them right now. One has more goals than the
In
other.
football
Francis
spectrum,
something.
it's a mismatch.
How much-
It's a topic.
Francis.
It's a topic. But to me,
are they both
to
not
me, it's a mismatch. Ask me
Francis?
why.
I'll ask you why. Is it my fault?
Kai Havertz plays in multiple positions.
Ah, come on.
He can play as a main striker. He can play in central midfield.
This
He can
season
play.
he
in
has-
But you dey watch Chelsea winner games.
Oh.
He doesn't watch our games.
Can I make my point?
No. He dey
No,
watch-
no.
Francis,
When
can
you
I
are drifting,
season-
we'll
Your
show you
point
that
is
you don't watch our
Mizugu
games.
point.
You don't watch our
Francis,
games.
If
This
you do
season,
point,
who has
why I go
been-
allow
who
you?
has
It's
been your
like-
best
it's like-
player
it's like-
this season?
Can I
No.
make my point?
Who has been your best player in
Who
Arsenal?
is Kai Havertz this season?
No, between Kai Havertz and Trossard, who
Kai
has been your
Havertz
best?
is the best player this season.
So Trossard hasn't
Kai
been
Havertz
good.
has
See,
played in
Chelsea
central.
reject.
I'm coming.
Wow.
Kai Havertz has played in central midfield. He has popped
And how
up
did he
with
perform
goals
in
from
central midfield? How
midfield.
did he
So
perform?
Trossard
He has played on
hasn't
the
been
wing,
good.
both left and right.
How did he perform?
He pop up with assists.
Come on.
Trossard
Then
hasn't
he
been
has
good.
assist more than Nicolas Jackson. Look at the assist board.
6.
Trossard,
Assist. Jackson get 5. Then he has more. Hey,
Trossard hasn't been good this season.
Okay, count from 5, count from 1 to 6. Count from 1 to 6. And they listen.
make we go. We go.
Trossard
give you
hasn't
facts
been good this season.
That Jackson has been a
Trossard.
better
I said
player.
the best player this season, the
For
best
the
signing
Arsenal
for
team.
Arsenal this season.
Mm.
Be Kai Havertz. He has had a telling effect on our results.
Okay,
Against Everton, he popped up with a winning goal for us.
okay,
You understand?
Okay.
These are we signed him for those moments.
okay.
He has never ever like disappointed. When we needed him most, he stepped up and he duly delivered. Unlike Nicolas Jackson that goes to score worthless goals when Chelsea is scoring 5-0. Then he come and score the 4th and the 5th goal. It's worthless. It doesn't matter.
No.
Win matches 1-0, 2-1.
Goals are goals.
Nana, wait, I'm coming. We
Goals are goals.
My friend,
We Kai Havertz and
that your skirt and blouse.
it's not skirt and blouse from the
We are not
EPL app.
interested. We are not interested
Kai
in what
Havertz
favors.
and Nicolas
How will you
Jackson. Wait,
Kai Havertz can play as a left wing back. He can play as a central midfielder. He can play as a winger. He can play as a
Francis,
striker.
Francis.
How do you compare this person to Owen
Francis.
Jackson, who stays up front that squanders chances?
Francis.
Where
wait.
argument?
Francis.
Wait.
Francis. Wait.
Me
Kai
what say?
Havertz and Nicolas Jackson. Short. Nicolas Jackson.
Where was short
73.
through?
73.
How many of them on target?
Kai Havertz 60.
How
Wait.
many on target?
Short on target. Nicolas Jackson 38.
Uh-huh.
Kai Havertz 27.
Okay.
Your man say you no get
How
facts.
many big chances? How many big chances? Big
Short
chances.
off target. Kai Havertz 19.
Uh-huh.
Jackson 21.
Your man, you go ask the question.
Short-
How many cars
So
Jackson
meaning
get?
one is being more prolific.
Short
Continue.
accuracy. Short accuracy.
Short off target, oh. Off
Short,
target.
short accuracy.
On target.
Nicolas Jackson
Uh-huh.
64.4%.
Because they
Kai
can't
Havertz,
I was sending
Kai Havertz,
See,
58.7%.
so out of how many big chances created for him?
Wait,
Big chances
big
missed.
chances
Missed.
missed. Nicolas Jackson 22. Kai Havertz 11. Big chances. Wait. Big chances scored. Big chances scored.
We are done.
Big chances scored.
We are done. I'm no more interested.
In what?
No. But if you are going
Woodwork.
back, remember,
Woodwork. Nicolas Jackson 3.
11 chances missed. 11 and 22.
But
half of 40.
let
What's
me-
up?
let me-
Make a
No.
trail.
No. Let me-
But why? I make you
in his
talk.
own
Me for
analysis
the
last
talk.
week.
You know
See.
for talk.
In your own analysis last week, you said you said strikers are rated according to goals.
My guy.
Wait. Big chances
The
missed.
the Zuku
Big
goes.
chances missed.
Don't
Erling
go-
Haaland 32.
I'm not interested in Haaland. Haaland is not in this equation.
32.
It's not here.
Nicolas Jackson 22.
You know they here. It's two players we are comparing. Somebody miss 11. Then you miss 22. That is half. So that means the person is much more prolific than you in terms of chances conversion.
How?
Tell me that this one to I'm lying because we are all pundits. We are journalists. Conversion. You've missed 22 and someone has missed 11. That means the person's conversion is better than yours. You understand? The problem is you die with pains. The problem is
No, you rather look pain.
No. I look like that's what I told you from the beginning of
You
this.
are
that this is
pained,
a
you are pained,
mismatch.
my
You don't
friend.
even start
Okay, it's a
arguing.
My brother
So
man, you are
you-
pained. You are
And
pained.
see, the argument is not about who is the best striker. So right now, can I go on?
Go ahead.
Okay. Jackson, this Jackson being, a good striker. I started this agenda last year.
My friend, why? Why?
Agenda we were starting it last year, and I was even comparing Jackson to Haaland.
Benzema.
You said
And Benzema.
you said you did some research on Nicolas
Oh yeah.
Jackson.
You see,
Let us know what you did.
Haaland, Kai Havertz. We know him for the past 4 years, for the past 5 years, growing up, or Germany. The time Chelsea signed Kai Havertz.
How much did you pay for
Oh,
him?
Bosu.
62.
You pay how much?
62.
What? Germany, did the sell player give you in euros? How much did you pay for him?
62.
You don't go and get your figures right. He has the right figures.
We-
Let him
How
use
much? With add-ons.
89 million.
With add-ons to 89.
89 million euro. That's how much
With
you paid.
add-ons to 89, including
No.
Champions League. And he
Havertz,
won it.
If he be Bello player, you go fit pay that money for him. That transfer window is one of the most expensive players in the transfer window.
Okay, if
Manchester
you
wanted.
Wait, if
Manchester
we
wanted.
paid
Chelsea
89,
Why are you sounding like we
I just
didn't
want to make you know,
see Kai Havertz at Chelsea?
We know all those things.
we
Kai
bought,
Havertz,
see, we bought Havertz purposely for Champions League. He came and he delivered. You bought Havertz for
We bought him to win us the big trophies. And
the
he's
EPL.
He's
The-
pushing us to win the EPL.
yeah, that's it. So you make a continue.
You are paid.
Havertz coming to Chelsea
Champions League and
was one of
EPL.
the best players in Europe at that time. Scoring goals for Bayern, for Leverkusen, his goals, his numbers, was
Amazing.
so good
Simply
for that
fantastic.
time. And he performed very well in the Europa League that time. That when UEFA brought the best players in Europe that time, he was part of the best 11. And Chelsea went to buy him.
How much?
He came.
You bought him how much?
It's not important. Continue.
He came to Chelsea, won us the Champions League. He scored 8 goals the first season, scored 12 goals the following season.
Yeah.
That was his best season ever for Chelsea. And then the Zuku team bought him for like
Which is-
65 pounds.
Which is
That they think that he, because they don't have a striker, and they believe Kai Havertz. During that the best of his season at Chelsea, we were playing him as a false 9, and he was scoring goals. I think he scored 9 goals that season.
9 goals.
The initial competition was 13. So they came to buy Kai Havertz, and we brought in Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is the ideal replacement
Please.
Oh.
You didn't bring in Kopama for any other. You bought in Jackson. Jackson came to replace
Okay, we
the
bought
boy
in
and
Jackson.
No.
No,
I
wait,
didn't do
wait,
my
no, wait,
I
no.
didn't do my
That's
this.
correct.
So you
Wait,
are
he wasn't not playing as a
That's not
striker.
true.
We
That's
brought
not
in
true.
Jackson.
That's not true.
Havertz wasn't. I'm asking.
brought-
Do you know
Yes,
how many games
Was
Simple
Havertz on
players
board
and
at Chelsea?
Chelsea was?
Simple. We
Do you
brought
know-
in Jackson at a half price of what you paid for Havertz.
Oh,
And now he's
goodness
making
gracious.
more goals than Havertz.
So we
Okay,
brought
so-
in Cole. So Cole Palmer is basically
See, this guy think he's a smart guy. You didn't buy Kopama as a striker. You bought in
This
Jackson
season,
as a striker.
Palmer has played as a false nine for Chelsea for 5 times
Now, yeah.
this season.
This year, they're winger.
Go and do your check.
Few seconds ago, he said he was a winger.
No, he said that because you said that he was being played as a number 10.
You Chelsea fans, no. Your club, no.
We don't know.
Right now, your man, you not get it.
No, yeah,
You don't get it. You make a talk. You make a talk. You make a
This
talk.
ball bottle the league. I'm telling you today.
Oh, you are paid.
They
They go-
already-
and
they've already
reports-
bottled
to the league.
league.
And reports,
They've already
and
bottled.
reports a certain Nicolas Jackson
Be
no,
paid.
paying him no
For 30 million.
for 32 million
32.
about
32
Chelsea.
million down
And
the
on
drains.
8 years,
32 million
yes,
down the
and
drains.
amortization. So every year, be Chelsea beats Mama Villarreal almost bear is it 6 million or 10 million? If 32, they
Yeah,
almost
they
bear 6
almost-
million or 8 million.
See this.
And I stand to
Relax,
be
Villarreal
corrected.
knew what they were giving you.
So
Bomb.
Chelsea bought Nicolas Jackson.
Wait.
We didn't know who. I mean, he wasn't even part of Chelsea's plan this season. Because this season, not Chelsea plan. They said in Kuku
Pre-season when I bought Jackson Bobo match, no. He wasn't part of which plan.
Pre-season, who didn't play your ball pa. Pre-season,
Hey.
Chelsea player only had the most. I mean, appearances and the most minutes was Chukwuemeka and Snaba and Martin. Those people are Munya more minutes man Chelsea. How many of them is the current starter for Chelsea this season?
I mean,
So a player getting minutes, pre-season doesn't mean say he was part of our plans. Casade was playing day in, day out. Andre Santos was playing day in, day out. By whatever. So Jackson being part of our pre-season plan doesn't mean he was part of Chelsea's plan. Your plan is that this season, we are going to the season. You better try say we will integrate the striker Nico or Fulham. Armando Broya. Because how our Oko SLA was Southampton. So that was the plan. But when Jackson came in, we knew that Jackson was a player. This is a player who moved to Europe 2019. Villarreal signed him to, be in their juvenile side. Once I call Villarreal, they know also no, this guy, but like offers Senegal, but he lacks a lot of things. So I'm going to call him Mirandes. That was when Jackson started picking up. That was when in 2020, and Jackson shared the first professional goal. At that time, Havertz has been scoring in Europe, scoring the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Leverkusen.
He scored his first goal in November 2020.
Cool.
Then he came back to Villarreal.
Cool.
He came back to Villarreal. That is in the junior team. He scored 7 goals, helped them, and no bad there. The top division. Then that was when Villarreal knew, so no, this guy, you're scouting if he Casa Sports in Senegal. And then, when said guy, once now Senegal, he moved to Senegal when he was 16 years. Yeah, we know Gambia, but name is Senegal. So when he moved to Senegal, you can read a lot of stories about Jackson. Because when Jackson, not to say, this is a guy, these people are training him. They know that he has the potential. Day in, day out. When he came to Chelsea, he used to hold on onto the ball so much. Right now, Jackson, no pass. I read, really cool to him, Mamo. He's a former Senegal women's coach. He also played. And
You see, allow the guy to talk. The guy, you confused this guy.
Okochi,
What? This is not the here.
Relax.
He was a-
relax.
Who wants a story? This story not the here.
he's the former captain for the Senegal's
Who
women's
cares
national
about all
team.
these things you are reading here, my
When
friend?
Jackson came to Senegal,
Tell me, say the guy if he score, give Chelsea.
when Jackson came to Senegal, I'm going to come out to my friend Teleno.
Bomb player away.
He said, when he was brought to us, we tried him out of the very next day in a friendly match against ASC Stella. The whole neighborhood was there for his first steps. That's when the Tillen fans gave him the nickname Neymar.
Autobiography. Oh, hard dream.
He only played 50 minutes.
When is that you talk about your player?
Jackson free Senegal.
Player.
Jackson free Gambia got Senegal.
The German
15 minutes per boy. The Senegalese, they were calling him Neymar. He tells you, say, this guy has the skill set. Or what skill set, he has the potential to be, a good striker. He has the potential to be that all-round striker we all want to see. I've been mentioning this, that the first day I watched Nicolas Jackson, I'm saying, no, this guy, he's that guy. If, say, a producer and I say, oh, not that, man-to-man management now, he can perform. I've been saying this since last year, and day in, day out, we see, say, Nicolas Jackson is improving, despite missing a lot of chances. In preseason, we saw him, scoring a lot of goals, scoring some goals, but in, Premier League, nobody was say chance, but just, I get bored be saying that Jackson share in the preseason. But we've been seeing a lot of chances, Haaland, SN. This is the same player. When Villarreal gave him chance, somewhere 2022, that was when Jackson scored his first professional top tier goal. in Villarreal. That was in August. Fast forward, March, April. He scored 9 goals. And he was on a La Liga May player of the of the month. He scored 9 goals. Braces back to back against Atletico Bilbao, against Cadiz, and against I think Celta Vigo. And he won the player of the month. That was when Chelsea at the cost scouting boy now. Yes, I know. Do you know say Jackson was coming to play for Bournemouth? And Cabo said Bournemouth has signed player Nicolas Jackson. No shit. Then now Bournemouth could cruise £100 million. Now Chelsea akwakoto. But Jackson failed his medical because of hamstring injury. £22.5 million. Bournemouth could sign every Villarreal. But if not because of that medical no failure, Jackson was going to play for Bournemouth in the Premier League. Then fast forward, after the injury, he came back, scored 9 goals. Chelsea bought him for £32 million for 8 years contract. This guy came in. He wasn't part of our plans.
So what's the bottom line? Let's
coming.
Let's wrap up
His
this
first season, this is a player. He doesn't have much experience in the European soil. This is the player who scored his first professional goal in his career in 2020. Then in 2 years' time, he's playing for Chelsea, a club who has won 6 major trophies in Europe. The only English club that has won every major European title 2 times. Now the first season, Russia 13 goals. The season is not yet over. And you know, say, in Jackson's first season with Chelsea, the goal contribution over 21. Yes, 16 goals, 5 assists. Check. 16 goals, 5 assists in all competition. In the first season, when DJ Drogba came to Chelsea his first season, people were like, oh, you're signing striker. No. Drogba scored 10 goals.
Drogba was even 25.
10 goals. So we know, say, his first season for Chelsea, he has amassed over 21 goals involvement. And this Kai Havertz, he's played his 3rd season in the Premier League. Then you are saying, say, he was 13 goals with 2 penalties or 3 penalties. I stand to be corrected. 12 goals with some penalties involved. And you are saying, say, you think, say, he is the best signing for Arsenal. So, we didn't know that you treat him this way. I mean, they are 2 different players. They are 2 different players. That was what I'm saying. Say, Jackson is not a striker. Always have been saying this. Jackson, growing up, was playing as a ringer or as a number 10. You can read his scouting profile. Always he either play as a second striker or from the flanks. This season, several times I think Pochettino was trying to get something
on the wing.
That's this season now. Cole Palmer has played as a first 9. Jackson will both say Jackson both free wings. It tells you how versatile the player is. Right now, Uber Europe now per striker, the all runs play. Jackson's just like Alexander Isak. Just that Isak a clinical, you know. And Isak being clinical, Isak got 19 goals. Jackson got 13 goals.
Isak,
you understand?
Penalties.
So it tells you, say, this is a guy, he has the potential. I'm not saying, say, Jackson in football, Wabo Brassen, Havertz. No. Nivea Soba, Nicolas Jackson, ni achievement, away or say, or the Chelsea, it is second in there. Was it the FA Cup? And Waji Player of the Month or La Liga. That is the old honest. And this is the guy, the first season, a boy from nowhere. Now the first season for Chelsea, he has scored 13 goals.
We need to be wrapping
16
up.
goals. I mean, now you see the kind of pressure crack on. So tactically or mentally, the guy near tough. So I think, between Kai Havertz and Nicolas Jackson, are you
going to end today?
I think Nicolas Jackson.
It's ending.
I think Nicolas Jackson is the best signing compared to Havertz. Havertz, so bad Arsenal.
Yeah. Francois.
No, what's some time him? What are we doing there?
You have to answer. Do you want to add anything?
No, he doesn't have anything.
I will police stats.
When he starts, you gave him time.
Havertz was a separate boy in Germany.
You shouldn't allow this here. You gave him time. When man can be BBR, why are you going to give him time?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
you are in pain because you got to the league. Go ahead.
He's in pain. I don't want to talk about this.
Havertz.
See, you can't compare Nicolas Jackson to Havertz anywhere.
How?
Havertz is miles
But
ahead.
we are talking about their performance this season.
Miles ahead.
No. Let's put
Havertz-
this in perspective.
Havertz is miles
We're talking
ahead.
about their
you saw
performance this
how-
season.
If you're looking at their
Havertz-
development,
Havertz is-
Havertz had a
So-
good development structure.
Yeah.
Why is
Very,
it that?
very
Why is it that?
privileged.
Why is that when he was talking? you
Why?
never
Sorry.
heckled him?
Go ahead.
It's okay. I'm done on this
Why?
topic.
Hey.
I'm done.
So can we all conclude that Lucas Jackson is better?
Oh,
than
of course,
Havertz?
he's the best.
For the way.
Oh, when we say he finished, you
For the way.
never say he finished. Why they can't
Let's talk
talk?
about goals. Goals, he's better.
Well, let's put that somewhere. Let's come into the Champions League. Now we know for a fact that heads will be rolling this week. Big games
across.
between PSG.
Baba, basically, if you look at the Champions League from the first leg permutation, barring any Champions League madness, because the UCL can surprise you, it's definitely got to be PSG and Real Madrid playing in a grand finale. This year it's at London, I think, at the Wembley Stadium.
Nice.
And you know, Madrid at this point in time, you don't allow Madrid to get into this mood. When they are into this mood, they simply become unplayable. They make life extremely difficult for any team. I've said this. So far as Madrid managed to cross that Manchester City barrier in the second leg, because basically Madrid played like a Chelsea in a low block against Man City in the second leg. And sometimes you've got to throw.
You just had to bring Chelsea.
But
in
it's
there.
true. Sometimes
What's the obsession with Chelsea?
Sometimes you've got to throw your game plan away to bring on board something that can accommodate your opponent and try to get the better result. Trust me, if they had played on the front foot, like gun blazing, like the way we used to know them, they would have lost that game.
No, but Madrid
Simple.
for the past 4 or 5
You
seasons
understand?
have been playing this way.
So they really sat deep and then grind the result. And here in the semi-final, Madrid getting that 2-2 draw in Bavaria against Bayern Munich, the German giants. It will be extremely difficult for Bayern Munich to go to the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, the newly built Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, to survive, because we've seen in a couple of years, it's only Chelsea that went to beat them. That was even when they were constructing the stadium. Chelsea beat them 3-2, I think, in the improvised stadium. But when they play at home, it's extremely difficult for you to beat them. And in front of their fans, you know, they love this competition. Real Madrid are the kings of the European game. I see them beating Bayern Munich comfortably in the second leg. And if you look at the other game, which happens to be PSG, the project has always been around the UCL. The project, they've always wanted this title. And they've been to the final once and lost to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Now they will feel like they can beat Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund themselves, they've been stubborn this season. They went to Milan in the group stages, beat Milan. They went to Newcastle, beat Newcastle. They went to PSG in the group and PSG beat them. But when PSG went to France, they beat PSG, if my memory serves me right. So you could tell that Paris Saint-Germain themselves, they are stubborn at home, especially at the Parc des Princes. If you go there with their fans behind them, they know how to grind out the results. And their home form has been what has carried them through up to this point in time. I fancy them. The odds are hugely favoring them to qualify. And one goal deficit without the away guru, I think they'll feel free to play their normal game. And when Kylian Mbappe plays on the front foot, we all know what he can bring on board. He wants to sign off well. He wants to be remembered as someone that has done something extraordinary for the team. And I think barring any last-minute hiccups, I expect them to beat Borussia. It will not be easy. Dortmund has some exciting players in Fulkrug, Matson and co. With Marco Reus, the evergreen Marco Reus lurking around. They'll cause problems. But on the balance of superiority and game plan, I still fancy the Parisians to be able to beat them over.
All right, Benedict, you haven't spoken a lot to you. I just had to take you out for them to do their thing. Let's jump into the Champions League.
Looking at the Champions League game, I think Francis said something about Chelsea going there and getting a 3-1 that's the full time. But we shouldn't forget that Chelsea going there was with a particular coach. And this is the same coach going to the Bernabeu. He knows how to play the Champions League. We know Real Madrid have this type of feeling around them or a spirit around them when it gets to the Champions League. They will just come up with a result. But I think this game will be very dicey, and I'm seeing Bayern to beat Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu. Wow. Because Thomas Tuchel will go there with a plan. And he feels that, okay, he doesn't want the Bayern job again, but he wants to prove to them that I can do something for you before I leave. And I don't see him winning the Champions League though, but I think he would go to Santiago Bernabeu and surprise Madrid, because in the first leg, in the first half, they had a lot of things wrong. He went in, did his changes, came back in the second half, and we all saw within 5-10 minutes, they had 2 goals up.
Yeah.
So he would correct all those things, go into the Bernabeu and win. We know Ancelotti to be a very serious coach when it comes to the Champions League. But I think one thing Ancelotti lacks is he doesn't like change. So he'll go into the same game with the same plan, where Thomas Tuchel would surprise him. So I'm seeing Bayern getting into the final in this game. And with the Dortmund PSG, I'm also seeing that with PSG playing at home, this is their chance to at least get to the Champions League. And I think they will be very happy meeting Bayern in the Champions League final and even beating them, because Bayern had to beat them the other time.
Yeah.
So this is their time to also have a revenge on Bayern. I know Dortmund had a 1-0 win from home, but if you go to Germany, the yellow wall with Dortmund, you would surely suffer there. So at least suffering a 1-0 is a good result for them. Coming into France, they would know that, okay, this is their time to win. And I think Mbappe, knowing that he's leaving, this is the time to put PSG out there and make them enjoy, or leave them something for them to enjoy whilst he's gone. So I'm looking at PSG, Bayern in the final.
All right. System boy.
Yeah, I think, the second legs are always crucial when the Champions League is concerned. I think it's going to be a tricky game for, both matches. Let me start with the PSG and Dortmund game. PSG lost to Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park, and this is not the first time they've lost in the first leg and they are reversing the deficit. Against Barcelona. They lost and won the second leg, proceeded to semi-final, and this one they've also lost to Dortmund, and they can reverse their second leg and also qualify. If it comes so, it will be the first team to lose the first leg in the quarter-final and the semi-final in the history of the Champions League. And I think they can do that because looking at the game, Dortmund tactically were better than PSG. The approach, the PSG, Luis Enrique and the PSG guys, wanted to play against Dortmund, and they helped them and they lost. But coming to Parc des Princes, although PSG on 7 games, their last 7 games, they haven't, kept a clean sheet. So it tells you definitely Dortmund is going to score. So in this game, I think both teams to score is possible. And also, a potential scorer in that game can be Kylian Mbappe. And also, I think Kylian Mbappe, I don't know if I think Ousmane Dembele is fit to play. He can also score. And at Dortmund side, I think maybe Jadon Sancho or maybe the 4 o'clock can also score in that game. But then I see over 2.5 goals in that game. And I also go in for a double chance for PSG. I see a 2-1, 3-2, 4-3 goals in this game. Just as, a slim margin win for PSG. And also, in terms of Bayern and Real Madrid, these are 2 giant clubs in Europe. In their last episode, I made mention that Madrid is right now is on a 11 games unbeaten streak in the Champions League. And Bayern Munich is also having a good record when it comes to playing the Champions League at their home grounds. They are 16 games unbeaten right now. And their last 10 games in Europe, they've managed to win just 3 out of their last 10 games at their away soil, and they also concede a lot. So I think in this game too, I'm going to concede a lot. You are going to witness a lot of goals in this game, over 2.5 goals in this game. As I said last week, the Hurricane might be on the score sheet. Vinicius might be on the score sheet. I'm expecting these players to also be on the score sheet today, and also include Rodrigo in as well. I think Madrid is going to win on like, let's say 3-1, 3-2, 4-3 aggregate, just a slim margin, just like the Dortmund. But the Paris Saint-Germain game, as I said, if PSG win on a slim margin, it means the game will go on extra time. Then if the game goes on extra time, I think PSG is going to win on penalties. Yeah.
All right, so do well to also drop your comments on what you think about the Champions League games happening this week. It's going to be a PSG versus Dortmund in France, and then of course we're going all the way to Spain to watch the game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. It's more like the finals before the finals, and we are looking forward to see the 2 teams that will go into this year's finals in London. Thank you so much. My name is Nana Kwame. These guys have been amazing today. FMV Ventures, they are here. I mean, they are business partners. We just don't know. They are into imports and exports.
I be the business you day inside.
Me, what?
You the business you day inside.
No. I don't know.
Right now you.
I don't know
you
what you're
don't
talking
leave.
about. I don't know what you're talking about. But these two guys are very amazing.
No, but if this man they laugh, they funny me.
He be on a scout.
He be the scout.
You don't leave.
Thank you so much.
He has taken a
Because we get player where you never be man now. What did we get new player.
Let me wrap up. We'll talk about that one later. Thank you so much. My name is Kwame. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Benedict. Thank you, my amazing crew, Powersman, Oso, Asaka, and 69. Sorry, 36. 36.
36. No, so much shit is 69.
69. So let's keep the 69. Amazing crew behind the camera. Thank you so much. Keep watching us on YouTube. Click that bell. Anytime we drop a video, bing, be the first person to see and comment. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.